Since 1949, the Waterfront Rescue Mission has been serving our community. Today we're going to introduce a brand new program entitled the LifeBuilder Recovery Program of the Waterfront Rescue Mission. Jason, tell me a little bit about the program and the purpose of it.
We are very excited about it. It has its goal as long-term transformation, and so we'll have some very robust teaching, one-on-one spiritual counseling. We have some educational and life skill goals, but our goal is to basically take a man from his broken state and restore him and see him a successful member of society.
Brand new program. How's it different from what Waterfront's done in the past?
Well, this is a 90-day intensive program. It's intensive because of all of the classes that they have. They're going to be expected to work, and there's really no downtime for them to be distracted at all. So in the past, our program's been a little bit longer, but now in 90 days, we're packing in a lot of good information for them. And that's really what makes this different than what we've done in the past.
What's the cost? How does someone pay for this?
Yeah, so the cost of the program is $2,000. There's a $500 intake fee, and then there's a $500 monthly fee. And we have taken great strides to try to make the program very affordable, and so we could not offer it at such a low rate unless it were for the donations and shared resources and volunteers in the community. But if they're not able to pay that, then we have a way that they can actually stay at the mission, they can work, and they can save money towards that. And so there is a path. And one of the things that is often assumed but not really known is the fact that 90 to 95% of the ones who come into our recovery program are not homeless. And that's often an assumption because you assume waterfront people are homeless, but the recovery program is not so.
At the mission, you have a lot of experience in dealing with people with addictive behavior and addiction, right?
We absolutely do. And, Dave is exactly right. We are a faith-based, Christ-centered program. But I want to also add to that fact, we have 72 years of historical knowledge behind us. We didn't just start, doing this yesterday. We've been doing it for a number of years. And so we consider ourselves, experts in the field. We know what we are doing. And so this program is about more than just being clean and sober. Now, we're going to talk a great deal in the program about addiction. We are going to deal with relapse prevention. We're going to talk about the chemical dependency aspects of that and why a person is addicted after they've made devastating choices. And so we're going to talk about all of that. We'll have support groups, and we'll have one-on-one counseling that addresses those things. But in addition to that, we're also going to talk about some things that men typically struggle with. Like, for example, one of the biggest issues that men struggle with is anger. We have an anger management class that actually borrows from some of SAMHSA's best practices, and we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about conquering sexual lust and addiction, and we're going to talk about healthy boundaries and a number of things that have to do with just destructive behaviors that many men who are caught in the cycle of addiction struggle with.
And I would say that in addition to which, you have a lot of experience in helping people get ready to re-enter and the skills that you need, other than what you talked about, life skills. Talk a little bit about that, Dave.
Yeah, life skills is a major part of what we're teaching our men. One option that they have after they've graduated is our career development program. And for qualified men, that'll give them an opportunity to start working a job in the community, to begin interacting with people outside of the program again, and learn those skills that they need to live this new life that they've found in our program.
Tell me a little bit more about how a community person can support your staff and become a model.
Many of the guys in our program have never had a father figure, or they've never even really had a good friend. And so a mentor can serve to be one of those ways, regular contact with them, and not just teaching them, but being a good ear and being a good listener, being someone who is supportive and encouraging to them as they journey. And that's a relationship that we really want them to have beyond Waterfront, because we don't want them to rely on Waterfront for the rest of their lives, but we want them to have good, safe, healthy relationships in the community. So that's one way. The other way is through our life skills curriculum that we offer. There's a number of different topics that we have. It could be something as simple as resume building, or it could be something as significant as parenthood, or it could be something in the middle where it's just communication skills.
And so what the men who enter this program are going to have is their own space and staff that are dedicated to not only teaching the classes, but meeting their needs and doing the counseling, so that they'll really have opportunity to learn what they need to learn, get one-on-one counseling, and have that changed life that we're aiming for.